is happiness? Can it be measured? Can it be written into law? I'm a filmmaker. I travel the world, I've won awards, I told stories that reached millions. I make a living doing what I love. I have a beautiful family that supports me in all of it. And still, I'm not always happy. But why? To find answers, I travel to a country where happiness is more than just a vision. It's a national goal. Bhutan. A tiny kingdom in the Himalayas between the giants of India and China. Poor in resources, but rich in values. A country that dares to take a different path. Here, happiness is policy. More important than money. More than numbers. It's about well-being. For people, for animals, for the land itself. I came here to ask myself, what does happiness really mean to me? And more importantly, how do I find it? I spent a week searching for answers. And one night I asked a monk a simple question. How can I find happiness? He smiled and gave me 3 pieces of advice. He said, first, learn to be where you are. That's where happiness begins. Not in what's next, but in what is. Because if your body is in one place, but your mind is somewhere else, you will miss the life that's happening in front of you. In that moment when I met these kids, watching them, I felt it. Not because I was doing anything, but because I had finally stopped. Fully alive, fully present. No plans, no pressure, just laughter. I'm always working, running from project to project. Even when I'm home, my mind is already somewhere else. Planning, chasing, building. Sometimes I don't even have time for the people I love. Deadlines, deliveries, the next big thing. And somewhere along the way, I forgot myself. Bhutan reminded me to pause, to take a breath, to feel the ground under my feet, to truly see what's around me and within me. The monk continued, second, open your heart to others. Real happiness, he told me, doesn't come from getting. It comes from giving. From being fully there for the people around you. Not just in body, but with your full attention. In Bhutan, people greet you with a warm heart. They smile at strangers. They take time. Not because they have more of it, but because they know what it's worth. Happiness lives in the way we treat each other, in shared laughter, in quiet support, in presence. That moment wasn't planned.
Hiking in the Himalayas, it's like this.
It wasn't part of the film, but maybe that's why it mattered.
Wenn ich den
Because happiness often shows up when you're not trying to capture it, just when you're fully there. The monk's final advice was, let go what you don't need. At first that sounded simple, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized most of what weighs us down isn't physical. It's in our minds, our habits, our desires. How much do I really need? In the world I come from, more is always better. A better car, a bigger apartment, more success, more likes, more status. We chase money to feed our needs and then create new needs just to keep chasing. It's a circle and it never ends. It pushes us forward, but also pulls us away from ourselves. It drives us, but it makes us unhappy. Because the more we want, the more we feel we are missing. We hide behind 1,000 faces, chasing things we think will define us. Success, recognition, approval. We build versions of ourselves, but forget who we really are underneath. These masks, handcrafted, sacred, worn in ritual, they aren't just tradition, they're symbols of the roles we play, of the illusions we hold, of the stories we tell ourselves to feel important, worthy, seen. But who are we without all that? Here in Bhutan, people live by a different rhythm. They don't chase happiness, they protect it by living with less, by appreciating what they already have, by knowing when enough is enough. And that's what simplicity really is. Not giving things up, but giving up the need for more. Real freedom doesn't come from having it all, but from realizing you don't have to. Here in Bhutan, less really is more. Nature is protected, culture is preserved. The mountains don't rush, the rivers don't force their way forward. And yet, everything flows. I went to Bhutan searching for happiness, but what I found was something deeper. Happiness isn't a place. It's not on a map. You won't find it at the end of a journey. Because happiness isn't out there. It's in the quiet moments, the small things, the people around you. And most of all, it's in you. Stop chasing. Start noticing. That's where it begins. And if you're only happy in one place, maybe you were never truly happy at all. Bhutan didn't hand me happiness, but it helped me remember where to look.